everybody. Today we're going to be drawing a gingerbread house, and we're going to try to make this gingerbread house look like it's more 3D, less flat. And we're going to make it look like our artwork has some space and depth. So to do that, we're going to be drawing it so that it looks like we're looking at the front of the gingerbread house and also the side at the same time. So to begin, I've got my pencil. I have a pretty thick piece of paper here. You want to use, if you have watercolor paper, you could use watercolor paper. If you have paper in a sketchbook that's nice and thick, you can use that paper. You could use printer paper, that would also work, but don't, for this project, try not to use construction paper because it's a little too soft, and for our step where we add color, it might not come out too good. So to start, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm drawing like I'm starting a triangle, 2 diagonal lines, but I'm not doing the bottom of the triangle. I'm going to go to the top of the triangle, the tip of the triangle, and I'm going to draw a horizontal line that goes back. This is going to the back of the house. And now I'm going to copycat this line up here, this diagonal line. I'm drawing the same line back here. That's really important when you're drawing in perspective, that you copy the front of the shape should be the same as the back of the shape. So these 2 lines are running parallel to each other. That means if they kept going forever off into space, they would never bump into each other. These 2 lines, this horizontal line and this diagonal line, if they ran forever in space, they would bump into each other. So those are not parallel, these are parallel. Now I'm going to draw a horizontal line that's parallel to the top of the roof. And I'm going to make it a little wavy this time because it's going to be some frosting, so just a little wavy. Now I'm going to make the dripping frosting, so I'm going to make a really wavy line underneath that. And it's going to continue up the house, still going wavy and regular like the drip drops, and then back down the roof. Alright, so we're done with our roof. So this is going to be the front of the house and this is the back. Let's start by making the front. I go to the corner of what was going to be a triangle without a bottom. I'm going to go down to the ground with a vertical line and stop. Same thing, vertical line and stop. If you're not sure what type of line you're making, hold your pencil up and see what your pencil's doing. That's a vertical line. That's a horizontal line, side to side, and this is a diagonal line. Sometimes it's hard to see, but putting your pencil on top can help. Now I want to make this a diagonal line that goes back a little bit. So I'm going to try with my pencil first, and then I'm going to draw that line. And oops, I went a little too far, so what do? Erase. This one's also going to be a diagonal line that's the same as the roof line. Kind of like that. So this was mostly horizontal, but it's going to go a little bit back. Just a little. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I go with my vertical line down to that. Okay, so now we have something that looks like a house. We've got the front and we've got the side. On the front of the house, I'm going to make the door. You can make a rectangle door if you'd like, but I'm going to do a rounded door. I'm going to do a round rainbow curvy line with another one on the inside. And I'm going to make the windows for the door by using the letter L. So I'm going to make an uppercase L and a lowercase L. Not a lowercase, backwards L. Uppercase, regular L, uppercase, backwards L, and then connect the top to the bottom with a little curve. And underneath that, I'm doing 2 small rectangles. And a little door. Now, for the windows, I'm going to do kind of the same thing, except I'm going to make it smaller. So rainbow line, with the line at the bottom, rainbow line, the line at the bottom, and then inside, I'm going to do those windows. Uppercase L, backwards, uppercase L, connect with the curve. Small rectangle, small rectangle. Uppercase L, backwards L, connect with the curve, connect with the curve, rectangle, rectangle. Now we get to start adding some details. So above my door, like it's a wreath, I'm going to add a big circle for one of those classic peppermint candies with a swirl. So I'm putting a dot in the middle, and I'm going to make an S-type line that connects to that dot. And I'm going to keep following that, turning my paper as I go. Probably help if I zoomed in a little here. S, turn, S, turn, S, turn, S, turn, S. So, as always, you can feel free to pause or rewind the video if you need to. And if you want to do something completely different with your candy above the door, go for it. Be as creative as you like. I'm going to do some gumdrops along the ground. I'm going to make some candies on the roof. They're just circles, and you know they could be anything you want. I'm going to make 4 of them. And then the next row of 4, I'm going to put between this row of 4. So where there isn't a candy up here, I make one here. Oh, and it's still zoomed in. There are those gumdrops, if you couldn't see those before. I'm going to zoom out before I forget. And one more row. Okie doke. Now, let's see what else we should add. Well, we could add a horizon line in the background. There's so many different candies that you could add. You could add a chimney. I think I'm going to allow you guys to just be as creative as you want with this. Think of any candies you want to do. You can make a pathway out of a certain type of candy. Or just make a regular pathway. You could add some candy canes in the background or some mountains. You can add some trees. You could even add a gingerbread person in there if you'd like. Making 2 candy canes back here. Some curved lines for the stripes. Alright, so feel free to be as creative as you want. Add whatever you'd like to your gingerbread house scene. And I can't wait to see what you do. So this is all we're doing today, is just the drawing step of this project. Next week we're going to be adding color, and I'm going to show you a technique that some of you might have already done before. If you did the Mayflower ship, some of you in 2nd grade, we used markers and water we painted over the marker with the water to blend the colors. So we're going to do a technique like that next time. So hold off on coloring for now. You don't need to submit this through Google Classroom today. If you're finished early before class is done, you can draw in your sketchbook. You can do any activity if you have in your sketchbook, if you have one of the sketchbooks from PDM. Or you can go to artforkidshub.com and do any of the drawings on that website. Okay, let me know if you have any questions at all. Good job today. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.